Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to highlight a moment from a recent White House press briefing that really says a lot about the media's priorities and how disconnected they are from reality.
The president warned that any protest on Saturday would be met with force. Can you clarify what kind of protest President Trump does support or find acceptable?
Karoline didn't hesitate. She responded clearly.
The president absolutely supports peaceful protests. He supports the First Amendment. He supports the right of Americans to make their voices heard. He does not support violence of any kind. He does not support assaulting law enforcement officers who are simply trying to do their job. It's very clear for the president what he supports and what he does not. Unfortunately for Democrats, that line has not been made clear, and they've allowed this unrest and this violence to continue, and the president has had to step in.
One question. So if there were peaceful protests on Saturday for the military parade, President Trump would allow that?
Of course the president supports peaceful protests. What a stupid question. Raquel.
Thank you so much, Karoline.
Crystal clear. Peaceful protest, protected. Violence and chaos, not protected. It's not complicated. But of course, the left-wing media has to act like it is. You see, President Trump has had to clean up the mess that the left has enabled for years now. Whether it's riots in the streets, attacks on police officers, or so-called protests that turn into full-blown anarchy. This administration is drawing a line. Peaceful protest is part of who we are as Americans. But burning cities to the ground? Assaulting cops? That's not activism. That's domestic terrorism. The press pretends to be the defenders of democracy, yet they keep asking questions as if the President of the United States is some kind of dictator, when he's literally defending the Constitution, the rule of law, and the right to protest peacefully. It's the left that's been muddying the waters here. They've spent years justifying riots, looting, and attacks on law enforcement as mostly peaceful, while demonizing anyone who wants law and order. Karoline Leavitt just said what millions of Americans are thinking. Enough is enough. We're not going to sit here and pretend like we don't understand the difference between peaceful protest and violent chaos. President Trump is making that distinction clear. The media, not so much. If you appreciate that kind of clarity and backbone, make sure you're subscribed. We're going to keep calling out the hypocrisy and standing up for truth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.